So hello, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are focusing on two very useful Excel functions, that is the index and match function. So these functions, when used together, they serve as a more flexible and powerful alternative to VLOOKUP. So many Excel users rely on VLOOKUP, but it has some serious limitation. So index and match function, they solve those problems, and they work great even in large or dynamic datasets. So this video will explain what each what each function does and how to combine them effectively and what mistakes to avoid. So without wasting time, let us go to the benefits of using uh, the the index and match functions in your Excel. And as we can see, you can the index and match function can look to the left, unlike the VLOOKUP, which only searches from left to right. So index and match can search in any direction, that is left, right, up, and down. Now let me demonstrate what I'm saying when I say the VLOOKUP only looks right from the IDs or the numbers. So we go to this data that we have in Excel. Here we have how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 columns. And we have the employee ID here, the first names, we have the last names, and we have the department, and we have salary. So for example, if we type in this formula of the employee using of the VLOOKUP formula, we can see that it highlights the whole table, as we can see here. Then when you type it, it only gets white, which is from only looks at this direction, from this to this direction, that is only to the right section. But when we use the VLOOKUP, let me the index and match, the combined one, let me type the formula. When we use this formula, like the index plus the match function, it can look into any direction. It can either look left or right. For example, when we go to the second benefit of index and match function, you find out that it's safer with column changes. So the VLOOKUP uses only the numbers, and if you insert or delete columns, your formula can break. So index and match do not rely on static numbers, so your lookup can continue to work. So showing you by example, we can open up the Excel file. Then let's remove this. This is the index and match function. So for example, when you come here and you want to insert your new cell, so when you right click and go to insert, you find out that you don't tamper with your extraction. But when let me undo, then delete this. But when I use the lookup formula like this, and you find that I have this the last name here, which it has looked on the right. If I want to insert a new cell, there will be disruption to your function. Then the third benefit will be it's faster on large data, that is the index and match function. Then it is also more flexible and dynamic. Then without wasting time, let us start on the match function. And as we can see on our screen, the match function tells you where something is located within the range. So let us say we want to, your employee ID list is on your Excel sheet. Let me undo this. So just Control Z, then delete that, the formula of the VLOOKUP. So if you want to find the position of the employee ID of, let's say, for example, the ID 1000 or 1004, that is this employee ID, using the match function, you can just come here and type your formula. So let's say you will use this formula to type that match. You'll have the match function. Once you just type there, it will come here, already typed, but you can take time to do that. Then if you want to look, the lookup value will be here. Then you will have the lookup array. Then 0 means it's the exact match type. So when you click OK, you can find, let me undo, you can find out that and make sure you have closed your parentheses when you're doing this, so that to make sure, so your formula will look like this. So you find out that it will return, this returns the fourth, because 1000, this employee ID is the fourth value in the range. So then the last part is just means you're asking for the exact match. Now, so that is easy how you can use the match function, and you can type in that formula to see and practice as I take you through this video. The next thing that I want us to do is to go to the index function, and you find out that the index function gives you the value stored at specific position in a range. So for example, using this formula, when we go to data, when you type in this formula, it returns the market, the fourth value in the column of D. So here's the D column. So for example, let me do away with this. So when you type in that formula, you find out that it gives you a return, which is the market. And this means that they look in the range in the D column and returns the value in the fourth row. So if the column D contains departments like HR, item, finance, marketing, sales, then the result is the marketing. This is very powerful when you already know the position from the match. Then the next tutorial that I want to take you through is we combine the index and match function and see what happens. You can type in this formula to see what exactly it returns to you. So without wasting time, I'll take you through that. So let's say, for example, now we combine the two as smart lookup. So the goal is to find the department of the employee with the ID, with this ID. So let me delete this. With this ID, this is the ID that we want to look at. That is the main goal. So if you come here and you type in that formula, you find out that it will give you a return of. So exactly what is happening here is that the match, this one, this formula from here to here, the match with the employee ID, that this is, it finds the employee ID in the fourth row, and the index function, which is this formula, it returns to the fourth value in the D column, which is marketing. Are some common formula errors that we can get. Or now I want to use this formula to demonstrate on which errors you can get and how to also align your errors. So going back to the data, you can go there, remove this formula, then you can type in this formula and you find out that it will bring an error, or it will give you an error. Why? Because column B contains first names and not employee ID. So match is looking in the wrong place. So the rule of thumb, it says match should look in the column that has your search value. Index should pull from the column you want the result from. Then both should cover the same number of the row. So that is how easy it is. So let's do a recap, and I will leave you with a practice challenge that you will do. So match, as we have seen, the match function gives you a position, and index gives you the value at the position, and together they make the work flexible and reliable lookup. So, and then we have also gone through the errors. Now let me show you how to get to your the last bit of this video, where you can do a practice challenge. The task is to find the salary of the employee named Charlie. Then the solution, you will write this formula. Then the return will be around 700. So let me delete this first, go back. Then once you type that formula there, you find out that it will give you that this is the formula. Then Charlie is here. It will give you this, the salary of um, Charlie. So, and that is how easy it is. And you found out that now you can use index and match function instead of the VLOOKUP. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and give a comment and subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you. See you in the next.